Hello, Colleen. My name is Greg, and we connected on the Assisted Living Facebook group. And I said that I would do a video for anyone who was interested to show what you would need to do with your website to attract more potential residents to your facility. I'm going to give you a quick overview here of the things that I'd like to talk about today. Really, this is all about beating your competition to the top of Google. And in this space, there is a lot of competition. If you are not in the first 3 spots on Google, and you're not in the map pack, you're missing out on 90% of the traffic, the potential customers. And many of those customers will be finding either your competition or they'll be finding assisted living directories that in themselves are hard to compete within. So really the goal here is to get your very own website ranked up into Google and give yourself the best possible chance of all that traffic. I'm going to be talking about 3 things today: content, words and images, quality and quantity; backlinks, this is Google's popularity contest, the number of other websites that your site is connected with; and the last thing is citations, so the number of times that your business name, address and phone number are mentioned in directories, both local and national, throughout the web. The reason I do this, Colleen, is because I know that many business owners are deep in running their businesses and don't spend enough time thinking about growing their businesses, or they can't find people that they trust or have the expertise to help them do so. So I give this information away for free. I really hope truly that it is of use to you. And if you need more information, I hope that this video builds trust with you and shows you what I can do. And I'd be more than happy at that point then to have a further discussion. But for now, let's get into the free suggestions and let's talk about content. So when we talk about content, so I love your website, by the way. It's engaging. I love the color scheme, by the way, too. Google does not care so much about aesthetics as much as your potential customers do. A strong aesthetic is very, very important, I will say, however, because when a customer or a potential customer lands on your site, they really want to be hooked. You want to be putting out a strong, engaging image or message to get them to look further. Okay, so we care about the aesthetic, and this is something that that you should keep in mind. Google cares about quality and quantity of content. Let's talk about quantity first. Really, and this is a rule of thumb, and it depends on what your competition is doing. But really, the rule of thumb is at least 1,500 words in your homepage. Okay, and at least 500 words per service page. The reason why quantity is important is because Google's algorithm assumes that if you're able to write that many words about what you do, that you must be an authority in what you do. And it is more likely that the words that you've written will in some way answer the questions of Google's customers, those people using their search engine to find information. So this is why quantity is important. I did a quick count of the words on your site. And currently there is a count of 160 words. Okay, so this falls short of where you need to be, Colleen, in terms of content. So the strategy here is let's bulk up your site. Let's really fill it out with all the information that a potential resident and their families would want to find when looking for a home for their loved ones. Okay, that's on the quantity side. On the quality side, then, when you're writing this new content, you want to be writing into this content relevant keywords or key phrases. A keyword or a key phrase is the word or phrase that a potential customer is using in Google to find you. Let me give you an example. I typed in assisted living, West Palm Beach, okay? And I'm presented then with all these options. Now, I used assisted living, West Palm Beach. But there are many variants of this. It could be West Palm Beach assisted living, West Palm Beach residential assisted living, and all these different combinations. So when writing your content, the strategy is to think of all the possible keywords that you should be using in your site to match all the possible searches that could be done to find you. Okay, keeping in mind that not all keywords are high volume keywords. So we'd want to think about that. Let me give you an example of that then, Colleen. So I know that your website is brand new. I think it was launched earlier this month, which is why Google is not indexing anything for you just yet, which is why this tool that I pay for, which gives me access to the back end of analytics for websites, doesn't show anything here. We're showing no keywords, and we are therefore, I mean, I think quite fairly at this point, showing zero organic traffic, and we want to change this. But by way of example, let's look at another website. So when I did this search, one thing that I see is all these directories pop up: Aegis Living, A Place for Mum, Senior Advisor, and I don't like this, because this is not a good experience for a potential customer, because when they are looking for you, they know what they're looking for: assisted living. Now they've got to come into a directory and again do another search. Okay, I would far rather that businesses who have done the work to get to the top of Google are able to gain direct access to their customers. So that would be the goal. But anyway, I picked up one of these links here to show you just exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to keywords. So caring.com for West Palm Beach has 83 keywords written into their content, which is why they're at the top of the search results. Let me show you what those keywords are. They are what I call buyer intent, location-based keywords. Location-based because you want customers from West Palm Beach. That's where you operate. And buyer intent, it's the word that a person that is ready to buy or doing active research will use. Okay, so they have got assisted living facilities West Palm Beach, 150 volume search per month. Assisted living West Palm Beach, Florida, here's a variation, 100 people searching per month, and so on and so forth down this list. And if you add up all this volume, it can amount to a great deal. So that particular site attracts almost 250 organic searches a month. And when you think about what this could mean for your facility, I don't know how many beds you have, but if you think of a conversion rate, or you think of a waiting list, or something else, this is an opportunity to fill a facility with all this traffic. Okay, so that is now on content. It's quantity and keywords, and there's a great deal that you can do here, Colleen. The next thing I want to talk to you about is backlinks. So again, this is Google's popularity contest. The more sites that your site links to, the better. Now I'm showing you again still caring.com. Because they are a directory, these numbers are slightly skewed. But we can see that they have 2 backlinks from one referring domain. This one referring domain is caring.com. But the strategy here, and the way to easily beat them, is you find other domains that agree to link back to your site. Okay, the process here is to make a list of all these domains, and you reach out to them one by one. Sometimes it's simply a matter of registering with that business. Maybe it's another directory, maybe it's a chamber of commerce, or sometimes you have to pay for a link. Either way, it's very, very valuable to build a backlink profile, because it drives trust and power to your site. The last thing I want to mention to you, Colleen, are citations. So the number of times your business name, address, and phone number are mentioned throughout the web. The strategy here is to find all those directories that you can list your business in, relevant directories. Not all directories are high quality relevant directories. Find the relevant ones. Find out how many your closest competition have and beat them by at least 100 or 150. So this is a volume job. And once that volume job is done, it really gives you an opportunity, very importantly, to win this map pack. Okay, the map pack are the first 3 results that you see in Google. And there is an opportunity here to win a position right here in the map pack and one of the top spots in organic search. Now you can imagine that if you held these positions and you did the ongoing work to keep these positions, you put yourself in a great spot to be highly considered and highly trafficked to your potential customers. Okay. The last thing I wanted to mention to you, because I think it's really important, is that as I do a page audit, it's more technical, but there are some errors and warnings showing throughout your site. This has a lot to do with the content aspect. So when you write content into a site, you order it in terms of headings and importance, and you don't have those tags throughout your site. And some of your images, at least 2 of your images, don't have certain text characteristics that we would want to see. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up here, Colin, but what I will say is this. I know your website is new, I assume your business is new too. West Palm Beach is a popular destination for retirees, and you want to be winning your fair share of traffic to fill your facility. You have options for paying, I guess, paying Aegis Living and Care.com and all those others, but why not win your top spot yourself? Now, I hope that this is interesting to you. I really do. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. And of course, I'm more than happy to engage in further conversation to share with you what I would do in more detail to help you out. So, Colleen, with all that being said, I appreciate you watching my video. I wish you all the best in your new venture, and take care.